Hello everyone, and welcome to an Aurogiri video that I wish I never had to make. So, in the past, I had heard one instance of what I'm about to talk about, and until this week, I had the second case of it, and now it's a very frightening topic, and it's something that I feel we need to go over, especially at this point in the game. So, I'm just going to show you something very quickly. So, this is a character I made. It's literally me, Randandestroyer. It's like my male avatar. He is level 3. There is nothing of value on his character. So, you see this button down here that says delete character? If I click it, bam, that's it. If you hit yes, it's over. The character is gone. Now, what does it mean to delete a character? If you delete a character, you don't lose the OC on your account because the OC is put onto your account and it is collective among all characters. If you had daily login OC, that OC is connected to that one character and that will be lost. Any vanguards you have on that character, Ogis, any weapons, everything you have on that character, whether you rolled for it or not or anything like that, is lost if the character is deleted. It is permanent. It says clearly, this is permanent, continue question mark. That means if a character is deleted, there is no going back. Once a character is deleted, there's nothing Cyberstep says they can do about it. Like, once it's deleted, it's deleted. So, this button here, avoid it like the plague. Like, literally. Like, don't even, like, I literally switched off Aurelia just in case I tried to demo it with her, because I wouldn't fuck around with that. So, you know, I have 6 characters, and it's that easy to delete one of them. So, I'll tell you what we're talking about here, G-Bot. So, a couple months ago, I knew a player. He went by the in-game name Moreau, and he was a bow user. He was in Oshu, and you know, he was up and coming. He was on the channel. He was subscribed, and he would watch the guides, and he was learning. And one day he sends me a message. He's like, "Man, my account was hacked, and someone went in and they deleted all my characters. And the only thing he had left, I wish I had this picture still. I don't know where it is, but all the characters were deleted, and then he had one level 1 character that was created, and its name said hacked, or it said hacked or deleted or something like that, all caps, and it was just there." So how that happens is if someone gets a hold of your PlayStation account information, like let's say you have your account on your buddy's PS4, you go over, it's like, oh hey, you want to play this Call of Duty thing I downloaded, and then you download it there, and then you play and all that stuff, and then one time, you know, your buddy's 2-year-old brother or whatever, like, he has Onigiri downloaded, he logs onto your account because you auto log in, and you log in, and he's there, and he's looking at your characters, and they hit delete, or whatever, you know. It could be any, like, bullshit excuse, any stupid-winded story. And once that delete button's hit, regardless if it's on your, as long as you're signed in, there is no password protection on that delete character button. I wish there was. I really wish there was. But if anyone gets a hold of your PlayStation account options, you know, settings, password information, all that stuff, if they're able to log into your account and go into your Onigiri, they could, in a flash, delete all your characters that easily. And this happened to my friend, whose in-game name is Moreau. I don't know if they play anymore or not. I don't know if I would. I wouldn't. If my characters were deleted, I wouldn't play anymore. I think that's a very common idea, or not idea, but a common philosophy for anyone. So before I made this video, I went and reset my password. I changed it. You know, I changed it to something completely different than what it was before. You know, I put in the numbers. I made it like great property and stuff. Yeah, Lost Soul, that's exactly right. So this is the second case of what happened. What? Yeah, it was. So this week, one of our PS4's greatest players, Brimtone, he was 120. I think he was the first man to get 120. Very dedicated, had like cross, star. He had all his gargoyle weapons, 117. Was hitting Mephistopheles pretty religiously. He had a fallen cross. I think he had a seal or two and stuff like that. And this happened to him. Earlier this week, someone got a hold of his account information, logged on to Onigiri, and deleted his characters. And he told Cyberstep about it, and there's nothing he could do about it. Velvet, I think Brimtone hit 120 a little before, but that's honestly not the point of this video. The point is that, like, it is very messed up. It's very malicious. It is very evil. It is very... I know some people will say, well, it's just a game, but, you know, after you played this game for years and years, and well, not years and years, but, you know, we're in this for a year now. Little over a year now. And, you know, we put in more time playing this game than we have at work or with your family or with your friend. You know, we spend so much time here. Lost Soul, I'm going to take... even if that's just a joke, I'm going to tell you right now to shut up. Okay, so this is like the most serious thing. So I know Lyra changed his account information last night. The minute I was talking about this last night on stream, he went and changed his information, put like 17 fucking passwords ahead of it, fucking security shit, like 9 yards. You know, he went and did that. Because, you know, honest to God, if someone went and deleted what you worked on for a year of your life or so and so, a hitman's a hell of a lot cheaper than OC. I tell you that right now. You know, you could think about how pissed you'd be at that point, but at that point, you would kill someone. How can you guess someone's password? Well, it's not that you can guess it, you know. A lot of us sometimes, like, we go away for a week and we're like, oh, hey, can you tell your friend they play every day, like, you know, they think you trust your friend. Like, let's say, for example, Lyra went away on a vacation to the Bahamas for, like, 2 weeks. And he's like, hey, Oro, could you just, like, sign into my account every day and make sure I get my login rewards and, you know, check bargains every now and again? I'd be like, yeah, sure, man, don't worry about it. And then, you know, he trusts me, and I would totally, you know, not fuck him up and trace their IP. You know, there's lots of things you can do. Exactly. I don't want to talk about what you can do, but there are things you can do. And, you know, at this point, we're basically like brothers at this point, but then you can log, sent, and receive back. Yeah. He probably got hacked by someone who knew. Now, that's even possible. Keystrokes is a thing, too. Yeah. But, you know, when you're doing that thing, you pick someone you trust. You don't just say, oh, hey, that guy carried me in EE. Yo, Joe Blow, can you just log into my account every day? I'll give you my PSN. Just log in for me. I'll be away for a month. Yeah, sure, boy. And then he's going to be like, oh, fuck, this man is Miyamoto. Fuck this man. Delete. You know, you don't know who you're talking to. We're all online. You know, you could talk on the mic. You could be this man's best friend. Like, I'm just saying. Like, you're talking to people online here. You don't know them. You know, anyone could just butter you up and be like, ha, I got his account, I'm going to delete him. Like, fuck him. You know, that could happen. Not everyone's like that, and I'm not saying it's like that everywhere and that you shouldn't trust anyone or no one. But with sensitive information like a password, it's pretty crazy. You know, and if you partake in that, you know, account sharing, so people could play on your account or whatever. Like, me and Eva do that. Like, when I do the Vanguard videos for the Vanguards I don't have, like, Himiko and Dark Miyamoto at the time, I'd log into her account. She can log into mine. We share. But, you know, when I log into her account, like, I'll pretend what it's like when I log into her account. I don't touch the left stick when I come in. I don't touch the left stick. So when I come in, I hit R1. If you hit R1, it'll take you to the next thing to click on. And it will only hit return. Like, depending where your cursor is, it'll only ever hit start game and return, but right now it's not hitting anything. Like, I'm very hesitant with it. Like, I treat it like Like sometimes the game lags when you boot it up. This has happened before. This has happened before where you boot up the game and for whatever reason your cursor's like down in the left, like off screen, like down here. It like doesn't exist and you like look up. It's like, or you could use the D-pad. Exactly. D-pad's good too. D-pad is very good. Don't touch the left stick at all. D-pad, yeah, absolutely. D-pad and R1, but D-pad's way more reliable. But sometimes you can start the game and your cursor's buttfuck nowhere, and you just go up thinking, oh, I'm gonna hit log in. Bam, you're on delete. You know. And that's why you should never log in when you're drunk or extremely tired. You know, you gotta take that. You gotta take that break. You know, we DC a lot. We DC a lot in this game, and it's very possible that you can just come in and just mash buttons and you're hitting fucking delete and it's mashing no and delete and no. That happened, you deleted your alt. Exactly. And thank God it was your alt, right? You know, thank God. That's why I don't... Now, it's not the main reason why I don't put OC in another character. I think, you know, I'm going to put all my coins into one ship. I'm not going to roll for Vanguards with 2 different characters. Not in a game without trading where I can earn OC by farming. Hell no. You know. If we had trading and I had every character at a different bargains level so I could just get like Shokos and Himorogis and stuff, man, I'd be making bank on every character. Hell yeah, I'd do that. But that's not the case. And jokes aside, you know, this is a very serious topic. Coming from me, I'm going to implore that everyone change their password. You know, I'm not saying today or tomorrow, but I mean regularly. I think everyone should change their password. Honestly, like I did it. I want to protect myself. I think everyone should change their password right now. Today. If it is a hacker and they're just going through Onigiri players, well, or something, I don't know. Maybe, I don't think Brimtone ever did anything. I know it's fine. It's your alt, J-Botch. I know. But, J-Botch. I'm sorry. It's J-Botch. G-Botch. I'm sorry. So, even on Xbox. Absolutely. Yeah. Xbox is the same thing. If someone has your Microsoft account, it's no different. As long as they have that account information, they can log in and delete your character. So you have to pick someone you can trust. If you ever share your account at all, it has to be someone you trust, like, more than your brother, more than your lover, more than yourself. You know that, like, meme where the guy's got a gun to his own head? It's like, trust no one, not even yourself. Like, that's literally this, but it's like 17 more guns. But yeah. You should change your passwords at least... I don't want to say, like, every 6 months, because that's a long-ass time. I know some people, they change their thing every... But, like, what was I gonna say? I'm reading the comments here, but, I lost my train of thought reading those. But I wouldn't change it every 6 months. Well, I would, at least, minimum, bare minimum. But, I know some people that change theirs every 2 weeks, yeah. They do. You know. And I would say at least, if you're worried, if you want to protect yourself, I would change your password every, you know, every month or so. You know? Every month or so. And I know I'm bad for it. You know, I forget my passwords all the time. You know, like, it's so easy just to have auto sign in every single time. And honestly, it's a great feature. But I mean, even at some point, you could just choose, I'm going to shut off auto sign in. Because that is ultimately one of the better ways. Would someone guess your name? Well, you have a password, you have an email account. And I have a password to put in my password. Yeah, exactly. And now the thing about writing it down too, I was going to talk about that. Now, honest to God, the best way to write down a password, like, don't store it electronically on your phone. That is literally the worst thing to do. And I'm guilty for that. I've done that in the past, but this new password I have, not on my phone at all. It will never be like electronically written. Or saved, I should say. Your password, I'll tell you right now, like, pro tips for having a password is, most people, 9 out of 10 people, will write down their password and it will be right beside the fucking thing they use it on. Like, if you have a computer or whatever, like a desktop, your password's gonna be in a little book in the drawer right beside it, in like a baby folder, but someone's gonna find it someday. You know, like, if you're gonna write it down somewhere, like, don't write it in your diary, don't write it in your journal, don't write it in your agenda for school. Exactly, go paper, but I mean, keep it somewhere no one would, like, look. Like, if you have, now if I list off examples, I don't want to, because the more I say to help, the more a malicious person could do to hurt. It's one of those double-edged sword things. Like, I would say, like, you know, go put it in, like, you know, your fish tank or something at the bottom of it or something, or, you know, hide it in an old movie case or an old VHS or something like that. Hide a bunch of keys across a dungeon. Nah, man, that's crazy. But it is, I don't want to joke around too much in this video. I want to be very, you know, very serious, because it is a very serious topic. So, hi guys, I'm on 422 subs. Not right now, Gold. So Chosen One, what happened was, Brimtone got his account hacked. Someone logged into his account, logged into Onigiri, and deleted all his characters. Fucking destroyed. So, you know, it's fucking despicable if you think about it in a word, in a sentence. So, you know, for your safety, for my safety, for everyone's safety, you know, change your passwords. You know, don't store them electronically. In years, exactly, like, you know, Top Best, maybe now's the time. Now, another thing I want to talk about is, Randale, that's enough. What it means, another thing is, let's say you sign on to your PlayStation account on your computer, right? Like, I know it's very easy when there's a sale or something to log into your PlayStation account on your computer or your phone or whatever, and just look through all the sales that are on, like, PS3, Vita, all that stuff, whatever. Look at everything, or just manage your account, whatever. And, you know, and for some of us, we have the auto sign-in on our computers when we log into the PlayStation Store and all that stuff. And I'll tell you right now that if you're on Google Chrome, if you have accounts saved, like passwords saved to your computer, and you use Google Chrome or something like that, it's very easy to hit, like, new tab, scroll down to, like, what do you do, settings, something like that, and then you scroll down and you can go show password, and then it's in advanced settings, and you click password, and it brings up every saved password you have in your computer and that Google Chrome is authorized to know. And you can go in there and you can check show password, and you can literally learn your passwords for everything that aren't just a bunch of asterisks when you want to avoid just resetting your password. And that's a thing. You know, if I forget a password sometimes, I'll do that for, like, I don't know, like Newgrounds or some shit like that, you know, just something like that. But, you know, it's very, very dangerous. Like, when I got Aurogiri all started and I started actually getting revenue from YouTube, I went in, when I went to my bank I opened a separate account for YouTube to deposit to, like a separate bank account. I didn't want anything associated with YouTube or Google to my personal bank account. I made a separate account for it. And when I was doing that, the bankers said, hey, like they told me what I just told you. Like, you know, don't save your password to your computer. It's that, and same thing for bank accounts too. You know, if you have like online banking and you have auto sign in, I could do the same thing I just told you. Go in there and get your password. All I'd have to do is find out your debit card or your credit card information, anything like that, just the number, and you're done. That's how easy it is. Exactly, Brian. So, you know, for your safety, for everyone's safety, change your passwords, hide your passwords. You know, lock and key, make it something you know, put those identification things in the way, maybe turn off auto sign in, disconnect your PC from knowing your passwords, all that stuff. And I'll tell you right now that if you change your password on your PS4, because I did this right before, when it comes to signing in on the computer, once you change your password, your computer, whatever your computer had for the password, is no longer of value. It will be disconnected unless you re-enable it. So, you feel so bad for this guy? Yeah. I mean, I feel bad too. And, you know, I'll tell you a bit more about this story. So, I'm going to say about 5-6 months back, Brimtone had his home broken into. And people stole his TV, his PS4, all that shit. And, you know, he couldn't play for a bit. And people went in and, you know, all that stuff. So he had to replace it. Now, I don't know if the guy who stole it went and looked at his password, or if Brimtone didn't change his password since, or whatever. I don't know anything past that. I just know the bare bones of it. But, you know, it might just be related to that, but I'm not going to take a chance, and you shouldn't take a chance. Everyone should, you know, if you haven't changed your password in a good long while, you know, it might be time to start being a little more protective. You know, we're in a very digital future, and we live on this game. You know, people that follow me and, you know, watch all this stuff, we're on this game day in, day out. You know, you go home from school or from work, you have supper, you play the game. You know what happens. Hi, Kex. Quex. I can't say it. I tried. So, you know, for your own safety, to keep everything together, you know, be a little more protective. I advise everyone to change their passwords. And if any of you have ever had this happen to you, or know someone that has it happen to, because I only know of 2 people at this point. Maybe other people know about it. You know, tell Cyberstep. Because right now, Cyberstep said they couldn't do anything about what Brimtone had gone through. They said once the character's deleted, there's nothing we can do. Like, honestly, if I was them, now I'm going to start a little rant here. Like, if I was Cyberstep and someone told me that they had their account destroyed or whatever, and all that stuff, not account destroyed, but they had their characters deleted, and they could prove who they were and all that stuff. Sometimes your account signing doesn't automatically sign out. Yeah. After you change your account, I purposely signed out, then signed back, and it takes a little while. But, what was I saying? Shit. Fuck. Yeah. I'd give those for full. Okay. But, like I was saying, if I was Cyberstep at this, in this situation, and the person who had their account destroyed or whatever, like hacked, it wasn't by their own will, if I was them, I'd be like, okay, can you just, like, tell me basically what you had, and we'll recreate your character? Like, I think it would, like, I don't know how hard it is to program and all that stuff, but I know they could easily just auto-generate. It'd be like, hey, you know, what's your character's name? They just tell you, you put in your body type or whatever, you log in, and it's your character. They say, oh, your level set to this, and you tell them I had this and this mags, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like it's such a long process, and I can understand why they wouldn't want to do that, because to manually like recreate someone's account would be like monumentally tasking to do, you know, because and even then they probably have false, you know, the boys who cry wolf say, oh, my account got deleted, I had an LSIN of every class, and I had you know, a completion, I'm level 125, I have, you know, 7 veteran weapons, I have 18 Gargs, and etc, etc. Now, as far-fetched as that is, it's also completely possible. It could happen. It could happen. But Noah's right. You know, Cyberset needs to create a backup save for all characters. Exactly. They should keep a backup. They should. You know, like how computers, like, you know how computers, if like shit goes wrong, you can go back a day? That would be very, very useful as well. Another thing that Lyra said that they could do is, you know, they could take out the delete character button altogether. They could make it so that if you want to delete a character, you have to go through the game and reach a certain point and talk to someone and they kill you or something. You know, like it would have to be something that not just anyone would know about. They'd have to be like an Onigiri person. A lot of MMOs I play have a 24-hour grace for deleted characters. That would be amazing if they did that, Velvet. I think that's awesome too. And to tell you the truth, I don't think 24 hours is enough. To tell you the truth, because let's say I'm away on vacation, right? Like I just said in that example with Lyra. Let's say I'm away on vacation, and I tell Lyra, oh, Lyra, can you sign in for me every day? And Lyra's going to be like, the fuck you won't, or whatever, and then he deletes my character. I'm not saying he would, but I'm just, you know, making an example. And he deletes my character, and then I come back 7 days later, and all my shit's deleted. Well, that's just 7 days. You know? Like, it's already gone. There's nothing I could do. They need to put an "Are you sure?" They do. They do. But, what I think they should have is purposely, I think there should be a password you put on your character. So, when you click delete character, you have to put in that password. Like, you have to... And the password is going to be something completely different from your PSN. And they'll say completely, this password must be different from your login password, from your PSN, etc., etc. And they just force every player to do it for every character they own. And if you can't remember the password for your character, then you're stuck with that character. Plain and simple. Buy a stat reset. If you're a boy, you want to be a girl, well, you had 6 chances to do it. Alright? You know. So that's what I want to say here. You know, it's a shame it's happening. I want everyone to be safe. You know, if that happened to me, I would make a video the next day and I would say, hello and welcome to the last episode of Aurogiri. And I would just be talking about it and it would be like a goddamn eulogy. But, yeah. So, it's a shame it happens. It's a shame it exists. And I hope it doesn't happen to anyone. So, if you take anything from this video, change your passwords every now and again. Write them down. And, you know, if you love this game as much as I do and as much as my friends do, you gotta treat your PSN information more sacred than you do your PIN number, man. Because this is a lot of time. This isn't just... You can't just put in money and get 120 in 2 days. You know, it doesn't happen. I don't know how I feel about a funeral. It would all come up to him. But, you know, yeah, that's not my decision. That's why I don't game share. You know, it's true. You know, that's how it is. So I'm gonna get on out of here, and I might make another video or two, but I had to make sure this video went out and that, you know, we had a serious talk about this. So like I said before, if you have any knowledge of this happening to anything or anyone, you know, tell Cyberstep, hit them up on Facebook, say, hey, this is happening. You guys got to do something about this. Or, you know, I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't help him. You know, maybe because it's just one or two people, but let's say there is a big hacking epidemic. It's not the first time. Like, PlayStation was hacked in the past, and they got credit card information for, like, everyone. So, you know, all that stuff. You gotta go back to school? Alright, Hagar, have a good day. So, like I said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Gonna get on, maybe make a video or two, and then, you know, I wish you all the best. You know, it's true, Red Lotus. It's true. It's absolutely right. Absolutely right.